Morning, everyone. Our topic is binary file. So first, let's introduce to binary files. What are binary files? Files that store data in binary format is called binary files, like 0 and 1. Data is stored exactly as in the memory, and it's very fast and more efficient than text file. Now, features of binary files: compact storage, fast read and write operation. No data conversion is required as it is already in binary form, and it's secure also because it's not readable by human. Then, why we use binary file? To store large amounts of data efficiently, to improve data performance, and to store complex data object. Now let's see the difference between text file, binary file, and CSV file. For definition, stores that text file stores data in readable text format like in our human language, but binary stores data in binary form, that is 0 and 1. CSV file stores tabular data separated by commas. Now CSV means comma separated values, so they are separated by commas. Readability: text file is easily human readable, but binary file is not human readable, and CSV human can read them. Format: text file uses characters like letters, numbers, alphabets. Binary machine format, that is 0 1, and CSV rows and columns, and they are comma separated. Now extension: in text file we use .txt extension, in binary we use .dat extension, and in CSV we use .csv extension. Speed: text file is slower, binary file is very faster as it is on in binary form only, and CSV is moderate. Now storage space: text file need more storage, binary file need very less compact storage, and CSV need less than text but more than binary. Now processing: text file need processing as they are in human languages. They need to convert into binary, that is 0 and 1 form. But in binary form, that is no there is no conversion. And in CSV, it is easy to process in spreadsheets. Now usage: text file is used in making notes, simple data. Binary files are usually used in making images, video programs, and CSV is used in Excel data and tabular form. Then important definitions: pickling. So it is a very important process of converting data into binary format, that is 0 and 1. So it can be easily stored in binary file. It is also known as serialization, and it is used to save an object state to disk or database or send it over a network. And unpickling is the reverse of it. It is also known as deserialization, and to store the state of an object for use in program. Now, importance of pickling. Without pickling, we will not be able to convert into the binary code, the text file, and the storing in file is very easy with use of pickling. And this binary data cannot be read directly by humans. So by pickling, we can convert it easily. Then import pickle. The pickle module implements a fundamental but a very powerful algorithm for pickling and unpickling a Python structure. In order to work with pickle module, we first need to import it. Then we have to dump for read and use function load for write. So the steps are: first we have to import pickle module, then open the binary file in different mode like read mode or write mode. Then we process the binary file by either writing or reading objects using pickle modules method. And once done, we have to close the file. Thank you. And now Prasanna will proceed.
Okay. Is my screen visible?
No.
No, Prasanna.
Wait. Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Shreya. Good morning, everyone. So now we will know how to read a file. So to read a binary file, we need to open it in the RB mode. In RB mode, it opens in a way that we can read the file. So we need to write the prompt f.read to read a file. In this prompt, it reads the whole file at once. And if we enter f.read n, that then it only reads the n chunk of the file. And chunk-wise reading is preferred in large files. Now let's see why. In large files, there are too much of a data and it requires too much memory. Reading it at once will consume too much memory, but reading by chunks helps to process data step by step efficiently, and it removes defects. So if we read a file at once, there will be a very much probability that there will be defect in the process. If we will read it chunk wise, let's say first we read 1024 chunks, then 1024 bytes, then the probability of having defects becomes much lesser. Let's see the function overview. So we use RB mode to read files, read small parts, chunks instead of full file. Code example is here. So as we start with the user defined function, the def read binary in chunks, file name, chunk size 1024. If you do not give the chunk size, by default it takes up 1024 bytes. So here we have opened the file with using with open. So as we will not need to close it. So using while true, chunk equals to f dot read chunk size. If not chunk, break, the loop will break and it will print the chunk. Now this will continue till the loop ends, till the file ends. So here's the code explanation. We have opened the file in RB mode, which is read binary mode. Then we have also input chunk size, the bytes per read, how many bytes it will read at a time. Then the loop, we have given while true, and it will continue till the whole file gets end. As per like one, it has taken 1024 bytes. So till up to the last byte, it will continue. Then at last, when the loop breaks, it will print the chunk. Now let's get to the advantages. It is memory efficient, works well for large files, and it is preferred for large files. And it has much more faster processing than reading at whole at once. So we can conclude that reading binary files in chunks is a smart way and efficient way to handle large data. Thank you. And from here on out, Abhinash will continue. Thank you.
So as we learned earlier, we can read in a binary file. Now we learn how to write in a binary file. So as earlier, pickling through we use the pickling to write in a binary file. Pickling, or we can also call it serialization. We use it in our binary file to convert the Python object which we write into the byte stream. And unpickling, we use it in the read process to convert the byte stream into the original object. After that, how to exactly work with a binary file. So some of the steps which we need to follow while writing in a binary file is first to import the pickle module by using import pickle. Then open the binary file. We can exactly open the binary file with two methods. First, we need to specify the file object. After that, open along with the file name and the mode which we want to open with. For example, if we want to open with read, we have to use RB. For write, we have to use WB, and for append, we have to use AB. The second method is with open file along with file name and the mode specified as a file object in which we want to open the file. The difference between these two methods of opening a file is that in the first, we need to close the file after processing the desired function in it. And in the second, we need not to close the file because it will automatically get closed after our working is done. Now, writing in a binary file. Writing in a binary file means storing the data in the form of bytes using the pickle module. Instead of writing plain text, we store the Python object in the binary format. The binary format exactly means using the data as bytes, zeros, and ones, which the computer understands. And we cannot directly write our desired subject in the Python in the binary file. For that we need to use the pickle dump. And for writing we can also use two methods. First is the write binary mode and the second is append binary mode. For the first write binary mode, we import the pickle, open the file object in the binary in the write mode, and then we dump the data which we want to add in the file object by using pickle.dump data object comma file object. So these data are stored in the file object, and after that we close the file. And in the second method, append mode we import pickle, then the whole program remains the same. Only difference is instead of wb we use ab. The main difference between these two is that in write mode, if we have an existing file, then the new file which we add gets overwritten. Means the previously present data gets overwritten and the new data is added into it. But whereas on the other hand, append mode, the previous data which we have stored in the file remains there, and the new data which we want to add gets added at the end of the file. So let me demonstrate you with a program to understand it better. Here, first we are here we first we are adding a record WB using the WB method. In this file, let me already tell you that it already has one record. So first we'll run the module. The ID 205. This is already present in the record. Now then we'll add another record in it. We'll give the patient ID, name, age, the record which we want to add is successfully added. Now let's see the record. So here you can notice that we already had a file in the health management system, but as we added another file using the using the WB mode, the previous file got deleted and the new file got added. Only the new file is then shown in the records. But if we change the program and instead of WB, we use the AB, which is the append mode, and then run it. And first we'll check if there are any record available. So the previous record which we added with ID 200 is available in the program. And let's add a new record. The record which we want to add is successfully added. And as you can see, the previous record which was there is already there, and the new record which we wanted to add it is also added. So this is the main difference between the write and append mode, and also the two methods by which we can add records and write in our program. Now The real life uses of the binary file in some field which we use is healthcare system. In healthcare system, it is widely used for patient record. Reports are stored and reports as are stored in binary file. In gaming industry, for game progress like level, scores, setting are stored in the binary file. And in banking and finance for customer data, transaction, account details, we use in all these fields because the binary file ensures speed and accuracy along with large data set are stored efficiently because of its space and the processing time. These are the few basic advantages of using binary file. Now we'll learn about the program in detail. Now I am handing over the presentation to Sampurno to continue.
So now I am going to present. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Here, this is the student management system program. Here, people input used for the binary file. As we are handling this all the binary file, the system input so that it can store the data in our system. Then write function is defined. Here, it will write the roll number, name, admission number, all the datas in it, and then it will put all this in data in the list named data, and it will add this data list into the file open which is named s1.dat in append. Then after that, display function is called, where it will display the records which are stored in this program, in this file. Then it will search with roll number, it will search with name, like users, it will open the file in it. Then we have to give the roll number if we have to search with the roll number. Then if we are in default, we have to use file is equal to false. Then we will use try, we will use while true for checking if them all of the datas that are present in it. Then pickle.load, because we have opened it in RB mode, so that's why we have to use pickle.load function. Then if the record is found, then it will print the whole record, and it will change the value of found true. If it is not found, if some kind of error occurred, like the error, it will close the file and will print record not found. Then in the same logic, it will search with name, and it will also search with the admission number. Then in update, it will open the file, then the records, it will make an empty list named record, and then if it is given number to update, here it means that we have to give the roll number of which we have to update it. Then found is equal to false value, as it is given earlier, it is true. Then s is equal to pickle dot load in while true. Since we have to update it, then if it finds the roll number, then it will make the found value true, and will print record found and enter the new details. Here roll number, name, and marks we can add here. And if it is not found, it will print record not found. And if it is